showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Canes kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a crease. It's Overton. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Knight. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Drops back on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Turns up, it's Warren. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out, you see it, keep outside leverage, and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Looking for a gap. It's Compton. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moment moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Deep in the end zone, it's Cunningham. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Rebels offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The lone back's got it. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Keeps it on the option. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. Gonna let it fly. Hauls it in down the sideline.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
Left side, it's Warren. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Overton. Got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes a grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Play action on first down. Moves to his right. Out wide right, it's Gilbert. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Second and long here. Leaves it in his belly. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Knight. Had to get rid of it quickly, and he gets it away.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback keeps it. Ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Takes the handoff. It's Compton. Breaks into the open. He's up to 73 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll send the back in motion. Makes the catch, and he's free. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Wants to throw one first. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. They'll make plays, so you've got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it, fired, complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They start the season in the top 5 prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in the
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Knight. Under pressure. Right side, it's Warren. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. The tackle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. They get to him as he throws. Out wide right, it's Reed. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. Sells the run, looking to pass. They're all over it. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Back-to-back drives. This offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. The run inside. It's Overton. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air. It's Knight. Rushes on. And it's a sack. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Sees some running room. He's got the first down. Flying down the right side. Past the 30. Inside the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Canes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Knight. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Look out! Lets it fly. It's caught. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Rashad Downs going up top. Rush right in his face. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Huff. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the UConn Huskies. And it's the Blue Devils, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Got the first down, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. This time they'll throw it. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
2nd down now after the sack. He's changing the play.
Booster, sweep.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Buying time to his right. Throwing on the run. And that deep shot's gonna wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Trying to establish the run. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He sends 3 wide receivers left, 1 on the other side on 2nd and 4. From the gun. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And the Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gilbert. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense back. It's a turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Trying to put together a long, time-consuming drive. This 8th play will be 3rd and 2. Pushes ahead. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Looking for an alley. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down to the air. Swings it out to his running back. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? Just threw an incompletion, now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
On the run, it's Overton. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds a man in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Second down, going to throw it. In the backfield, it's Warren. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw one first. Under pressure. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds and create that negative play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. On the draw, it's Overton. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Bust through behind his pad. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
He'll set up to throw. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback changing the play. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on second down. He's got it down the middle. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. There he goes. Pass to 6. He's at the 40. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hurricane. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking left. He's got it. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too.
Into the secondary on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll move the tight end. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback will keep it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The fake wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Motion from the back. Out of the shotgun on third down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Taylor wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Takes it from the gun on third down. Turns it upfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Trailing touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. A run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Snags it over the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Objective one, get the first down, stop the clock. Nice job. Now get up to the line quickly. Try to save a timeout if we can.
Taylor wants to throw it. On the move. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Reed. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They're all over him. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Rush is on. And that one is picked up in the end zone. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.